Rocket, initially an infant raccoon, finds himself caught up in a series of experiments conducted by the enigmatic High Evolutionary, whose ultimate goal is to create an alternative Earth inhabited by intelligent anthropomorphic animals. Along the way, Rocket forms close bonds with fellow test subjects named Lylla, Teefs, and Floor. However, Rocket stands out from the rest, displaying remarkable intelligence and insight, leading him to identify critical flaws in the High Evolutionary's ambitious project. This discovery infuriates the High Evolutionary, setting off a chain of events that will profoundly impact Rocket's life. Jumping forward in time, we find the Guardians of the Galaxy settling into their new headquarters, rebuilt on the cosmic outpost known as Nowhere. This tranquility is shattered when they come under attack from Adam Warlock, a super-powered entity created as an act of vengeance by the Sovereign Empress Aisha, as retaliation for past transgressions. The Guardians are thrust into a mission to retrieve Rocket for the High Evolutionary, who has become obsessively fixated on harnessing Rocket's exceptional intellect for his own purposes. During a fierce confrontation, Rocket sustains severe injuries, and a cruel twist of fate prevents the Guardians from tending to his wounds due to an embedded kill switch. Faced with this dire situation, the Guardians resolve to embark on a perilous journey to the Augoscope, the headquarters of the High Evolutionaries Corporation, AugoCorp. Their hope is to uncover an override code that can deactivate Rocket's kill switch. With the unexpected aid of the Ravagers and a reluctant 2014 Gamora, the Guardians infiltrate Augosphere and access Rocket's vital information. Yet, their covert mission takes a treacherous turn as they become entangled in a confrontation with Augosphere's formidable security forces, barely escaping with their lives after Peter Quill activates the guards' suit jetpacks remotely. The team surmises that Thiel, one of the High Evolutionary's scientists, likely holds the crucial override code in his memory, prompting them to embark on a mission to track him down. Against Gamora's cautious advice, the Guardians venture to counter Earth, pursued by Aisha and Adam. With the assistance of a family of bat-like humanoids, Quill, Nebula, and Groot trace Thiel's whereabouts to the High Evolutionary's spacecraft. Meanwhile, Drax and Mantis remain behind with Gamora and the critically wounded Rocket. Quill and Groot manage to infiltrate the High Evolutionary's ship, unwittingly leaving Nebula behind, and this act inadvertently triggers the destruction of Counter-Earth. Back on their ship, Gamora faces an unexpected assault from a pig warrior dispatched by the High Evolutionary. In a shocking turn of events, Warlock arrives on the scene, searching for Rocket, and a fierce confrontation ensues. Gamora ultimately gains the upper hand, launching the Guardian's ship while Quill and Groot successfully battle the High Evolutionary's forces and eliminate Thiel. As Gamora catches up with them, a weakened Adam Warlock arrives too late to save his creator. Within Rocket's storyline, he experiences a near-death encounter after flatlining, wherein he is visited by the spirits of his deceased friends Lylla, Teefs, and Floor. They impart a cryptic message indicating that Rocket's journey is far from over. Subsequently, Quill successfully implements the override code, resuscitating Rocket. Meanwhile, Mantis, Nebula, and Drax find themselves surrounded by hordes of captive children on the High Evolutionary's spacecraft, before being taken captive themselves and placed in a perilous chamber alongside obelisks. Through Mantis's persuasive abilities, they manage to sway the obelisks to their side, escaping the chamber and reuniting with the rest of the Guardians. Together, they overpower the High Evolutionary's forces, leading to a confrontation where the High Evolutionary meets his demise, while his imprisoned subjects, animals and children, are rescued and brought aboard Nowhere, alongside most of the Guardians. Rocket discovers a group of baby raccoons and other test subject animals, but is confronted by a deranged High Evolutionary. In a dramatic turn of events, the Guardians arrive in the nick of time to rescue Rocket. The High Evolutionary is left to face his fate on his crumbling ship, while the animals, including the rescued baby raccoons, are saved and taken aboard Nowhere. As the story reaches its conclusion, the Guardians collectively decide to go their separate ways, with Quill bestowing upon Rocket the title of Captain of the Guardians. Mantis embarks on a journey of self-discovery alongside the Abelisks, while Gamora reunites with the Ravagers, and Nebula and Drax choose to remain on Nowhere to care for the children they rescued. In a mid-credits scene, Captain Rocket is seen leading a new iteration of the Guardians of the Galaxy, comprising a fully grown Groot, Adam Warlock, Cosmo, Phyla-Vell, Kraglin and Blurp, as they prepare for their next mission. Finally, in a post-credits scene, Quill reconnects with his long-lost grandfather, hinting at a potentially emotional reunion.